Welcome to Lime with Us, where conversation has no boundaries. That's Mr. 12 and I'm P. How's it going, buddy? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just be glad to be back in the building. So we got a next one for you. This one is a little bit more heartfelt in some ways, but we're gonna find
Okay.
out which way. All right. So
All
here we
right.
go.
All right.
So today is my 3-year wedding anniversary, and I can without a doubt
Congratulations.
say that this has been hands down the most depressing,
Oh,
miserable, horrible 3 years of my life.
god damn.
I have literally never been so depressed. I've never hated another person more than I hate the person that I married. Wow,
Damn.
I run my ass off and I do everything for everybody in my life. Like me, my kids, him. He goes to work and works enough. That's it. He works. Yeah, his job's hard. Yeah, his hours suck. But he works. That is all he does. I am in a different town because I had to take my kids to their football practice. And I asked him to watch our daughter. And you know what he did? He slept. He slept since he got home. What did I do? I did homework. I fed the kids. I took my son to speech. I went to the bank. I paid people to mow my yard because, he can't mow the yard anymore. I, like I said, made sure homework got done. I got them ready for football. I took them to football. I tried taking care of myself and went on a walk, but, when I started realizing I hadn't heard from him, I'm calling and calling and calling and begging for the bare minimum of him to watch our fucking daughter. Excuse my language. I'm just so upset. To watch our daughter, to cut up a watermelon, and to make dinner. I mean, that is absolutely bare minimum. That's not asking for much. And it's not even today. It's not even today. Oh, so then when he realizes that he's almost running out of time and we're going to be home soon, he's like, oh, I can't because I don't have this. So you know what a normal person would do? They'd be like, oh, I don't have that. Let me go get it. But guess what? He has 30 minutes until everybody's going to be home. So he's just like, I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to lay now because I waited so long and now I'm mad at myself. Now I'm just not going to do anything because F it. I am 30 years old and I'm literally begging for the bare minimum every single day. I am a married single mom. That's what I am. Yeah, I don't work, but the amount of weight I carry, I have been applying for jobs. I mean, I can tell you right now, the reason women stay in shit relationships is one, because they don't have the means to leave financially, like a house. Two, the idea of a family. I can tell you why I've stayed. Money. It's that simple. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. He used to want me to be a stay-at-home mom. Now he just doesn't care because he doesn't care about anything. I shouldn't have to wake a 32-year-old man up for work. No matter what shift, first, second, third, I shouldn't have to wake him up for work. I shouldn't have to tell him what time to set an alarm if I can't wake him up. I shouldn't have to call or make people go wake him up. I shouldn't tell a grown man that he probably should shower after working all day. I shouldn't have to tell him to brush his teeth. I shouldn't have to tell him to feed his kids while he's taking care of them. I shouldn't have to tell him to watch his kids. I shouldn't have to tell him.
So what I want to do right here, right? You got any thoughts or comments? Because this one's a little bit longer than the usual ones.
Yeah, it's a bit triggering. First of all, you should get married before you have kids.
Why?
Second of all, huh?
No, I was asking why.
Why?
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, but you could answer it while you think. Continue. Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, I mean,
Continue.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to get married before you have kids? I mean, that's what you should do.
True. It is. It is.
And basically, she started touching on because her first, how long she been ranting for? What time? How long?
Um, 3 minutes and 37 seconds,
Damn, it
and I
seemed
think
a
we
lot
got.
longer than that. But she, yeah, because she was just blah, 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 blah. Like they're both of y'all kids, and she's being a woman to a certain extent. You know what I mean? I know, understand she may want time for herself, but that's what she signed up for. It's their children. She doesn't work. He works. So he's probably doing extra hours to make sure everything is good. and I'm sure he's probably doing 12-hour shifts, probably working every day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the rest of the context, but from what I see so far, if he's doing all those long shifts and you still want him to help you cook and do all the other stuff, how is he going to be able to go back to work? Because if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're not working, then yeah, it's just responsibility to help him out as much as you can. Because if all he's doing is working and you're not working, then it's got to be a balance in there somewhere. And a lot of times you hear these stories and you only hear it from one point of view, so you don't get the whole context. But
Okay.
to me, I hear somebody complaining.
I feel the same way
Um,
too.
I don't disagree with any of her grievances. I just think they're a lot smaller than she's emphasizing it to be right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, if most likely he's doing 12-hour shifts. And if you're in a relationship with anybody and you could see them working hard and doing this stuff, why would you not wake them up? Why would you not say, hey, get me up at this time, whatever? Why is that such a hard thing to do when he's working for the family? It's not like he's going to work for somebody else. You ain't working, so ain't you going to make sure that the provider of the family is up ready to go and make sure he got everything ready for that? That would make sense to me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
got if I'm living in a house and it don't even matter if I'm in a relationship with them or not. But if five of us share in a house together and one of us got a job, we're gonna make sure that one person that got the job got everything they need to succeed to keep that job, right? And that's just
True.
pure common sense. But it seemed like she's on another level. So we're gonna see where it goes. But I don't like her. Her gripes right now?
Okay. I hold mine for the end.
What to put the kids in when it comes to clothes. I shouldn't have to tell him where the clothes are. He doesn't even know my kids' teachers' names. I shouldn't have to manage his schedule and mine and my kids. I shouldn't have to tell him, hey, you need to refill your medicine. Hey, you need a doctor's appointment. Hey, you should probably get your oil changed. Hey, your brakes don't sound good. Not only tell him, but then I have to call and schedule that oil change because will he do it himself? No. Will he call himself? No. I am raising another kid. And so what's going to happen when I get my job? I am going to be doing everything that I'm doing on top of working now. I shouldn't have to tell a grown man if he can and can't buy something because he doesn't know how much money we have, because never in his life has he ever downloaded a banking app on his phone. Never has he ever looked at a pay stub. Never has he ever even looked at a bill to see what it costs. So yeah, he might make the money, but who carries the financial weight? Who carries the way to budget the money? Who makes the grocery list? Who makes sure we have food so we can eat food? Who makes sure he has this, that, and everything else? When all he gives
Hey,
a shit
see,
about
pause it for a
is being
second.
high.
Pause it for a
And
second. She's triggering me, bro. She is triggering me because this is privileged conversation. She just sits at home. She opens up his bank account. She knows how much money he has, what's coming in, and she allocates it wherever it needs to go. What is easier than what she's explaining? These are your kids. Like you're taking care of your own kids. Like I understand her whole point of view of him got to be told to take a bath or a shower or brush his teeth. That's just nasty, bro. I'm sorry. But some of the stuff she's implying, like the oil change and which why can't you schedule that? You're sitting at home all day. You're not doing anything. I mean, there's times when the kids may be down and sleep. Listen, I used to take care of my kids. I work night shift, and I did that for like 10 years. So I know what it's like to do that. But what she's saying is some privileged stuff. She's sitting at home and the husband's at work for 12 hours and then
We
he
don't know.
comes
We don't
home.
know.
Right. I'm
He
just assuming.
works. Yeah.
Right. He comes home and the first thing she want to do is throw the kids on him. And I understand there's times when you may want to have your peace and quiet, but if he's working long hours and getting ready to go back and do it again, You know what I mean? He need his peace and quiet too. Because if that's the only way of you getting money to support the family, that's not making his life easier any easier. He's supposed to do that as a wife, the other person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's really triggering me right now. But I'm gonna let you finish.
Sleeping. Because you know what? If he's not high, he's not happy. I should not be begging a grown man for the bare minimum.
This is the only part I do agree with her. You know what I'm saying? If he can't contribute anything else, but he could smoke weed or whatever he's smoking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't
Mhm.
smoke, but
Right.
if he got time to set aside to do that, but he can't do anything else, I agree with her there. But I'm rolling.
So let me ask
On
you.
top
Oh
of the
no,
bare
I'm gonna let you.
minimum,
I'm gonna let finish.
Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You could go.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna ask you because they got kids, more than one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at one point before she had kids with this man, did she not know that's who he was? Like
I look at
everything
it
she,
different. I look at
huh?
it different. I look at it different because I don't smoke. If you got time to smoke, you got time to do something else.
No, no, I'm not talking about the smoking stuff. Everything else
Okay.
she's complaining
Okay.
about, like she's basically saying that she got to remind him to brush his teeth.
Well,
She got to remind
yeah,
him
yeah, yeah.
to change his oil. She got to remind him to probably make a doctor's appointment. Like there's a broad variety of things she's named. So
Yeah.
what she's basically saying, he was broken from the start.
I
You know what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
so. I don't think
Because
so. I think,
it,
and I say mine for the end. Let's save it for the end because I don't want to get
okay,
into mines yet.
all right.
Cool.
I shouldn't have to deal with the anger outbursts, breaking my shit where my door won't even close, putting holes in my walls, threatening to kill me in front of my kids. The list could just go on and on. And yeah, I know I can leave because trust me, I am leaving. But people can't just walk out and leave one day when you have kids and 12 years of life wrapped up
It's
together.
worse.
You gotta have a plan. You can't just walk away with nothing. You have to have a plan.
You didn't
My
get
plan is in
married.
effect right now, but
That's why you get married.
I just had a rant because I'm just baffled. I just don't want to spend another day like this. And I know I just got to get through a couple more days, couple more weeks. My kids lose their dad. When I quit forcing him to be one, when I quit forcing him to help, when he loses his job because he doesn't wake up himself, like I don't even know where I'm going with this. It's just not fair. Happy 3-year anniversary to me. Happy 3 years of misery. I'm trying so hard not to be bitter, but like I've just never disliked somebody so much that I should love. That I just don't. Just in health, better or worse, like no. Like so destroy myself and destroy my kids to keep a vow. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm waiting to get my kids from football so I can go home to a fight that I already know I'm gonna go home to. So I can figure out dinner at 8:30 at night and do showers and get everything ready for the next day to do it all over again. Moms literally cannot give up. You just can't give up because nobody else is going to pick up the piece. Dads will check out. Dads will do this. Dads will do that. But as a mom, you literally cannot because you have to carry it. All right, I'm done ranting. I guess I should say what a perfect day to wear my Patterson Law shirt. Problems with your ex, call Rex. If you need a good lawyer, he's your guy. But don't worry, I'm not going to need a lawyer because he's not going to fight for anything because that's how little he cares, which good for me, but sad for my kid.
All right. So that was it. This was her rant to her marriage. So
she is married.
yes, she's been married. So the video was taken on her 3-year anniversary.
All right. So yeah, so she is married. Okay.
She is married.
So I take that back. I take that back.
Okay.
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 So
So
she is married.
going through this video, we're gonna go back and forth and we keep this,
Uh-huh.
but why? Why for the life of me I can't understand why would she put this on social media?
So people like us could get content.
All right,
Why
all
else?
right.
Why else? I mean, that we always say that the worst thing you can do is get on social media and start crying. You
About your
know what?
husband.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the reality is, when I looked at it, I was like, all right, she posted on the internet. I agree with her close to the end. I don't believe that you should be living a life of turmoil in the sense of the fighting, the yelling, and all of that stuff. And if that's what that guy is doing, I don't know. I don't. That's not what I'm
S-
condoning, right?
So, so when I asked before, did she miss a lot of this when she was vetting him? These are things that just don't develop out of nowhere, because she mentioned the violence, right?
Eh,
So
well,
at
I
some
got to
point,
push back on that. Go ahead, finish.
because well, the one thing she didn't really say how old the kids were. She just said they've been married for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
But if the kids at football practice, they got to be over 6. I mean, you start playing midget pee wee when you're like 7, 8 years old, something like that. So these kids got to be, it seemed like 9, 10 years old. They're not babies, from at least from the content she gave us,
Okay.
right?
What I was gonna say was it was triggering in the first part. I'm starting to see this and hear this a lot on social media, where ladies are more self-orientated, where they're willing to leave a marriage to find themselves, but
Hmm.
a guy, he still got to provide regardless. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And that's something
He
he hasn't stopped doing.
So this is where I was getting to when I was getting to that, right? She stays at home, right? And she hear what she
Yep.
said. She don't really need to get a lawyer because he ain't gonna fight for anything. That guy is gonna lose his damn shirt on his back. That means he gonna lose everything he worked hard for. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
He gonna lose everything he worked hard for. So guess what? He just spent a couple life of years working for her. She takes everything, move on. You get what I'm saying? I do want to put some blame on the guys. Like if, and I'm not a psychologist or anything, but if he has some of these tendencies that she's saying, that's on him too. It's definitely on him. But yeah, the part where she was talking about being a mother and complain about that, I don't care. That would have went to deaf ears on my behalf. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
it was
some of the
triggering.
things is what you naturally do as a married woman. I'm sure he gets up every day, has to go to work. I'm sure he's not sitting there go, oh, I can't wait to get to work. No, he don't want to go to work and work them damn hours. He wish he was sitting at home not doing shit like anybody else who got to work, you
Yeah,
know. But like I said, I don't think she vetted him pretty good when she was deciding this was the person she wanted to marry. Because when it comes to violence and different things like that, you see that stuff. You just don't start. It was something that she liked and she ignored it because she liked it, and she's here where she at now. And I'm not gonna say I feel bad for her. I just think that she need to find better ways to fixing her situation.
yeah,
Now, like you said, I'm not a psychologist either, so I don't really know what the problems are between her and her husband, but it's clearly you can see that the communication is not there. I'm not sure if she's lost, if they've tried going through and getting help, together. She didn't mention alcohol, so I don't think there's any substance abuse problem going on. There could be, but I don't know.
yeah.
And then
All
and
right,
then
so
again, and then again too, you know what? You don't really know what somebody's going through because we
yeah,
ain't there. It's three sides to every story, and we only heard one. But
yeah. I will close out with this one. The thing that what made me think about this so hard, and is how she opened it. She's like, "Happy anniversary." Couple sentence in, like a little ways in, she's like talking about how can I hate someone that I'm supposed to love. bruh, if it's that point, yo, I don't want to be with a woman that hate me and I'm married to. That's a dangerous woman. Same thing for a man in a
Mm,
marriage. A man that hates you in a marriage,
mhm.
that's, people do the most evil. It's like this: the person you're supposed to love is the most evilest person in your life. Nah.
I guess you ain't never been in love because that's the only person you know you're gonna. I could kill you, girl. I love you so much. I could unalive you. I'm sorry, unalive you.
I
Yo,
get you. I get you. I get you.
that's how it is, man.
But that right there, that scares me. That scares me. I don't want nobody telling me. You know what I'm saying? That because now I'm gonna. But let's end this one there. Let's hear your thoughts because this one was triggering in some
It
senses
was
where the part where she was complaining, I empathize with her on the last parts with the abuse and not going home because of the
right,
violence, and
right.
I empathize with that. I could, but the first part, being a
I
mother
think,
or being a wife,
yeah, I think the kids are most affected. Of course, they're the ones gonna feel the blunt. But she didn't really get into anything about how it's affecting the kids, if at all. So
she
if
did, she
it's
did, she did. She was she she did. She mentioned the reason why I cut you off right there is
go ahead.
because her strategy is to stay in the marriage was to is kind of to protect the kids. So she is thinking about the kids, and that's what keeps a lot of people in marriages when the individual are protecting the kids by staying. You know,
So how much of her can't finding a job have to do with? Because it seemed like she's looking, she just can't find one.
well, I think she's in school because she said, "Well, all right, let's
That was
restrike
the
that."
kids. I think that's the
That was the
kids'
kids'
homework.
homework. That's the kids'
Yeah,
homework.
yeah.
I I think it's not about finding work. I think it's too much turmoil in the house that it's an escape to get out the home. If that, because what I seen was money problems. I'm hearing it, even though he's making money. I think most marriage get finalized due to money, and that's maybe the
Right.
problem here is that even though the guy is the
So you
main
mean like the way
breadwinner,
she said, I got to figure out ways to get food, to get this, to get that.
yeah,
She was
and
kind
pay
of
the
stressed.
bills and
Right,
everything
right, right.
exactly.
But she
So
ain't working. So
yeah,
if she's trying to figure that out and it's getting paid, who's giving bringing in the money? You know,
yeah,
I did pick up on that and wonder why she said it the way she said it.
yeah,
So yeah, it does seem like they do have money situation going on,
yeah.
but
Because go ahead.
she's not telling the whole story.
Yeah, because I'm going to say is like, yo, if she's doing the finances and she's doing all of that, it
Right.
got to be a point you got to sit down with that individual, and like, hey, ain't enough coming in. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that hard discussion, like, yo, and it ain't enough coming in.
Now I'm
But
sure if we sat her husband down and have a conversation with him, it's gonna be a whole different story.
man, nigga, be a whole bunch of Amazon package at the front door. You know?
Bruh. Bruh. You ain't never lie.
Man, she want the latest bag. She want that Gucci and I'm trying to get her a nice Kohl's bag. You know what I'm saying?
She
She
got
want
two of
Gucci.
them. For real. That's crazy.
Oh
That's
man, but
crazy.
yeah, we don't
And
know. That's a legend. We just playing
yeah,
around right
this
there.
is
But
this is a different one. This is
yeah,
different. It definitely triggered me. I ain't gonna lie. I got triggered because I know what it's like to be a single dad. You know, I got my kids, so not all dads run from fatherhood, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah. We
but
we leave
I
it right
just I
there.
just think that the fact that she's not working and she's raising her children with her children's father in this time of age is a blessing.
Exactly. I give her
You
credit
know
for
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
So the fact that she's complaining about that, I guarantee you, if she got everything she wanted right now that she's hoping for, in 2, 3 years from now, she'll regret every decision she made.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these decisions aren't made and have the best thought. They're always done on bad instinct. You
Yeah.
know, just like how he pulled them panties to the side. That's how this decision was made. Pretty much bad instinct. I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? I was watching this thing today on another cast, and it was a woman talking about when she got to a certain age, her mother took her down, got her on birth control, and she did it to her daughters as well. And basically, the host of the show kind of alluded to, well, by giving the kids birth control, you're making them think it's okay to have sex. And she goes, no. And he was like, the other guy was basically saying that we need to go back to the time when we had chaperones and stuff like that. And she goes, yeah, that's okay. It could happen. But what about when she go behind a bleacher and it only takes 1 minute or 1 second? You know what I mean? And you never know what could happen. That 1 minute and 1 second gonna cost them a lot more than if you just say all kids eventually are gonna want to have sex, no matter what you do, no matter
Yeah.
what you teach them, no matter what. It's just natural way of life. And the parents that basically communicate with their kids about that and educate them about that are the parents that usually come out better off. So if you know birth control is there and you put the girls on it, you don't have to ever worry about that situation. And it was coming from a mother who had 4 girls, and her mother did it to her. But it was just, you know, I
Yeah. I
want to
see
go
that.
off
I see that.
going off topic too bad.
Yeah.
But it's something good to have to like saying, yo, how do you stop a generational curse? That's how you stop it, you know? If you're wondering why these kids having kids at 14 and 15, you know what I mean? That's how you stop it, because we all know every parent was like growing up in the islands, growing up Catholic, that's stuff. Oh, you shouldn't have sex until you're married. But all of us did, you know what I'm saying? And there could have been a lot more mishaps than things that could have went sideways, you know. But I just think in this time it's better to be safe to immunize the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We'll wrap this one up here.
yeah, yeah. Well, I hope that she finds peace. Is I could definitely tell she's in a bad place, and
Yeah.
she needs to find someone that will help her kind of uplift out of that, because that could bring a lot of bad things. She needs to find a doctor, get some help, get a friend, get the friend to get her help. I don't know. She didn't mention if she has any close relative involved. She's going on. It was kind of probably just one of those soccer mom rants, football mom rants, but I'm gonna leave it there.
All right. All right. So with that, we're out.
Skeet skeet.
All
All
right.
right. Line with us. See you on the next one.
Peace.